talking about season two, but what do you think? What do you want to see George like if in season two?
Well, I hope we get to spend some time with him and get to know him in the present day. I personally want to know.
Hi, Matt.
Hi, how are you?
Good, and you?
Good.
Thank you so much for your time, and it's a pleasure to talk to you. So I'm gonna start with the $1 million question.
Okay.
How do you like your eggs? Scramble?
I actually like scrambled eggs with a little bit of cheese in them.
Yeah. All jokes aside, but let's talk about George and Skyfox. How was like for you to play like two characters, different characters, one in the 20s, one's a little bit more towards nowadays. How was that for you?
Yeah, that's definitely a challenge as an actor. I hopefully will get the opportunity to see George more in present day next season. So I didn't have to worry about it too much, and also because I don't want to spoil it too much, but we don't really know if the present day George that we see is the real George. I don't want to spoil anything, but anyway, it's interesting as an actor to get to play basically two very different characters that are the same character. So it's fun, but it's a challenge as well. So I'm looking forward to that hopefully next season. But it's pretty neat because you get to kind of fill in the blanks of what has happened to this guy over the last 60 or 70 years. And it just really makes the character rich as an actor to play.
Yeah, talking about season two, but what do you think? What do you want to see George like if in season two?
Well, I hope we get to spend some time with him and get to know him in the present day. I personally want to know, why did he defect from the group? Why does he have a son that he has nothing to do with? Why is he in hiding from the entire world? Where is he hiding? What has he been doing for the last 40 years? Like, how has no one really seen him? Those are all really, really big question marks that I think we'd all love to know as an audience.
Oh, exactly. And for you, like, I think you fantastic on the George on the 20s, like the costumes, the way that you behave. How was like to create that? Was like too difficult for you?
No, it wasn't difficult. I don't want to say it wasn't difficult, but I love the swag that George has. I love the kind of funny one-liners. I love that things sort of roll off his tongue. I love that even in the face of danger, he's, probably sarcastic and making jokes. I love that about him. I also think that those things do cover up a deeper pain. A lot of his extravagance, a lot of his flamboyance, I think covers up some deeper pain. I love that, he's sort of in his own world in a way, sort of like life is a theater production for him, because why not? It's fun. And what else does he have to do really, just except spend his money? So that's fun. That is on the surface. And I do think that there are, I think the extravagance covers pain, and that makes him very complex and unique to play. But I love all those things about him, and I love that he's sort of unapologetically larger than life,
Yeah, I like him too. So I think he's great, and the work that he did was great too. Yeah. So I want to know, like, did you guys use a lot of like green screens? Was a lot of like stunts? Like, how was that part? Can you talk a little bit?
Yeah, sure. We did use a lot of green screen. Obviously we have a lot of special effects in the show. One of the last fight scenes that I have with Ben Daniels takes place in Black Star's brain in this weird dimension. And so that was nothing but green screen. We had a white floor and green screen all around. When we were exploring the island, those sequences, a lot of green screen there. So there are a lot of challenges when you have so much green screen. It takes a lot of imagination, a lot of commitment to the performance, because it's easy to not commit when it sometimes feels very false when you're doing it in front of a camera with green screen, because there's nothing there for you to play off of. But our team did a great job of explaining to us, what was going on in front of those characters, eyes at that moment. And we saw storyboards and things like that. A lot of stunts, a lot of fight stuff. Our stunt team is amazing. Even things that weren't necessarily stunts, we were still on moving gimbals that moved the entire stage, which I have never been a part of in my career. I've never been a part of a production that size and that scope and that scale where the entire stage moves. It was really wild, but really sells an authenticity to the story. Little things like if you're watching some of the scenes that take place in the boat underneath, and you'll see that Fitz has a scene down there when he's working on the engines. And if you watch, the water is moving from side to side because they are truly in a massive moving set. So it's really interesting.
Yes, it is. So Matt, I just want to thank you so much for your time. It's a pleasure to talk to you. A lot of success, and looking forward for season 2 of Jupiter's Legacy. Thank you. Bye-bye. If you like this video, don't forget to comment, to like, and subscribe to our channel right here.